Hi, I'm Angeline. I have one wish for you today, and that is, may the great mystery make sunshine in your heart. Hands are magical communication devices, especially if you're trying to communicate with people who don't speak the same language as you. This is a fascinating topic, and it's kind of deep and interesting because it's a way to visualize the language and the mind of the indigenous people of North America. Through the way that they form words with their hands, you can see what's in their mind. Throughout the world, indigenous people have communicated using signs with either just as an alternative language in their own village or with people miles away that are part of their trade network who speak different dialects or different languages. In the United States, there was Native American Sign Language that could be understood from coast to coast, from north to south. Cabeca de Vaca said in 1528 that he communicated equally well using Native Sign Language with natives in Tampa Bay all the way across the United States into Texas and Mexico. Cabrillo, who landed in the San Diego Bay in 1542, reported being able to speak in signs with Native Americans. And in fact, the natives let him know through sign language that there were others like him already in the interior. In 1878, William Corbusier was a U.S. Army surgeon, and he was told by the Comanches that Native American Sign Language came from Mexico, and it was generally understood, even at those times, that the Plains Indians didn't invent it, but they are credited with inventing it simply because there was a man named William Tompkins who lived at the edge of Sioux territory, and in the 1800s he made a study of Plains Indian Sign Language and wrote a book about it, cataloging the many signs that he saw used in his region. So North American Native Sign Language became attributed to the Plains Indians, but there was nobody at the time, then or before, who actually thought the Plains Indians invented the sign language. It was a universal language that was used all over the continent. He said no matter what tongue they spoke and how different the tongue was they spoke, everybody could communicate perfectly as if everybody spoke the same language when they used signs. Other researchers have documented that the exact same signs were used from the Hudson Bay all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. Here's a few simple signs to take with you in your journeys today so you can secretly communicate across the office. Come. Go. Up. Down. Good. Good is associated with the heart. So, when you gesture in the heart region, good. You want to indicate bad, throw it on the ground. Throw it down. Throw it down. Bad. Sunrise. Sunset. Look. Look. See? Look. Drink. Eat. I mean, universal. So if you're in a space that you want to indicate east or west, but you don't know, like you're indoors or you're not exactly sure where the directions are, but you're trying to communicate where's east and west, the left side of the body is associated with the east. The right side of the body is associated with the west. So in conversation, you gesture east or west. This is my favorite expression that I have learned from Native American Sign Language, and I want to share it with you, and I want to use it as often as I can in this life. It is so beautiful. May the great mystery make sunshine in your heart. The exact translation of this in sign language is, may the great, of course, if I have more space, great, may the great medicine. Medicine, mystery, it's the same word. May the great medicine, may the great mystery, the great spirit. Okay, this is a whole other conversation. This is cross-cultural. The two snakes rising from the forehead, the ram's horns. We can get into ancient civilizations and the history of symbolism with this one. But for now, the great spirit, the great mystery, the great medicine. Great mystery. Work. Make. Sunshine. Sunrise. Heart. Heart. May the great mystery make sunshine in your heart. Some of the syntax of the language is, when we ask a question, we just ask the question, and we can tell by the intonation if it is a question. In Native American Sign Language, you indicate you're going to ask a question by first making the sign for question. The word question covers what, why, when, and where. So for example, what is your name? Question. You called. Question. What are you called? What do you want? Question. You want. Where are you going? Question. You go. I love the see-through hand, don't you? Here's a telling cultural difference about how natives of North America used to think compared to how Americans think now. Where do we think? We think with our heads. Do you know where Native Americans used to think? Still do think, probably. Heart. Here. If you want to think something, you gesture to the heart. This is where you think. Oh, if only we all did a little more of that. Native Sign Language is so useful because not only can you use it in your extensive trade network or for whatever reason you need to communicate with somebody who doesn't speak your tongue, but you can also use it over distance. As long as you're within eyesight of somebody, you can make a gesture and be able to communicate clearly anything you want to say. It can also be used as a secret language silently. When other people are around, you can communicate. As with so many Native American traditions, Native Sign Language is elegant. I'm going to read to you something that Tompkins wrote about his observations of Plains Indian Sign Language. The beauty of sign talk depends on making gestures rounded and sweeping. It's inspiring and a thing of beauty to witness a conversation between two capable Indian sign talkers. Through the way that they form words with their hands, you can see what's in their mind. You think with your heart. One example, medicine, spirit, the great mystery, God is the two snakes coming out of the forehead. Just like in Egypt, just like in every ancient culture that demonstrates some kind of two-horned being as being high and holy. I can't even get started with that. It's a way into the mind to visually represent the words that were being communicated wordlessly across our continent. Native American Sign Language is a really cool topic to dive into the mind of the ancients. If this is something you want to look into a little bit more, there's this great book called Plains Indian Sign Language by William Tompkins, and it has pictorial demonstrations of how to make the signs and what they mean and how to create sentence structure. And it's super fun. I hope you enjoy this. Please check out the Facebook group Ancient Southwest and invite your friends to join the group. Post your own stories, pictures, galleries, videos, whatever you want over the group. Comment on this video and give me some information of that you know about this topic that I don't. I would like to know what you're interested in learning more about. And also, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. May the great mystery make sunshine in your heart.